Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Happy Scribbles here, and we are going to unbox and try out my new watercolor palette and my new paintbrush in my new little book with my new little tape. Okay, so the first things first, let's open this up and let's see what we've got. This was from AliExpress. It took about a month, I think, to be delivered to me here in Mexico, and I've had it at home for a few days. I've just been waiting for the chance to open it up, so I'm super excited. So as you can see, it's a Faber-Castell, I think that's how you're supposed to say it. And it is a 24 color palette. Let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay, so first of all, we have this little size 4 round brush. It also says Faber-Castell, and it's really pretty. You see the detail on it? Okay, so let's put that there, and let's open up. Oh, feels heavy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I take off heavy.
Oh my goodness, so pretty. Okay, so here we have a little color swatching card. And it also says Faber-Castell and a lot of like Chinese writing stuff, I guess. And then here are our little palettes. Now, I've never had a watercolor palette before, so I have to figure out how to install these. Let's see. Each one is like a little tiny box. These are really cute. Oh, this is like a sticker. This is a sticky thing. I think I'll save them for my junk journal. Okay, so there's that one, which is, it says 149. I guess that they're numbered. It also has the number here on the bottom of the little plastic. Okay, so I think you're supposed to like pop them in like that. Oh, it's sticky. Okay, I'll wash off my finger. Okay, so that's in. So let's open all of them and get them into place. now this is all set up, and I think I'm ready to try them out. So I'm going to move them off to the side here, and I kind of love this. I'm excited to use it. I feel like such a professional right now. I have some yummy water, no, what am I drinking? I have some yummy strawberry iced tea here. It's really good. If you've never tried making your own strawberry iced tea, I highly recommend it. It's just sweetened with a little bit of honey. So refreshing. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna break in to this little watercolor pad with my paints for the very first time. I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous, and I'm going to start with something that's really, really simple and really basic, that hopefully will turn out looking really cute. Oh, I just forgot one thing. I have my little masking fluid marker, and I'm going to be using that. All right, so first I'm going to tape off the edges, even though this is super tiny. Probably not necessary, but I do want those nice clean edges, and so I'm just going to tape off the very edge here, and it's also going to serve to tape my paper down so it's not popping up. I'm going to be doing something that I have seen on Rebel Unicorn's channel. She has a ton of watercolor prompts and tutorials that are really fun, really easy. And so if you are somebody who is also starting out in watercolors like I am, I highly recommend to look up her page. She kind of helps to take away the nervousness or fear of, of messing things up, and just makes it really fun. So this is actually one that I talked about in a recent video that my two younger daughters did with their little palettes recently, and I'm going to do it now in this. And the first step is to use your masking fluid to just make little blobs here and there on the lower half of the paper. So let's get started. All right, so now we have to let this dry before we can do anything else. So we'll be right back. You know what? I actually just realized that I can do my color swatches while the masking fluid is dry. It's got like still a little, where is it there? A slight little sheen to it still. It feels kind of dry, but it's like kind of sticky still. So I'm just gonna set it off to the side. Meanwhile, I can do this. So I guess I'm supposed to write down the paint number. All right, so I got my little pen here with a fine point, and I'm going to use the paintbrush that they sent with the paints. Feels really nice. Feels like nice and firm. Okay, I'm gonna do that, but let's see. I gotta make sure that I do these in the order that I want them to be. Okay, so we'll start from, this is more spaces than what I have. I have 24 paints, and these are 48 spaces, I guess. So I only need about half of them. I'll just start with how they're positioned here, like from here. I'll start with this one and then that one. Okay, I'll just write down all the numbers first. Good night, Mitchell. I love you. Sleep
Good night, Pangs. This is your first night sleeping in the hole.
Alright, so our color swatch is kind of done. Still wet in a few spots, so we're going to let it dry. I'm going to set it off to the side while it's drying. And I think that our little scene here is about ready to start. So let's see if I can get this right. It is so small. I don't think I need to break out the big brush. This one is really big. I think I can do it with this one. So I'm going to, first of all, I think the first step is to wet about half the page and up, so with clean water. So I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to find the angle of the light to make sure that I can see where it's wet and make sure I'm not missing any spaces. Okay, and then once that is done, I'm going to take a blue and I am going to mix up a pretty color for the sky. And then I'm going to start at the very top. And let that go all the way down to the edge of our waterline. And then okay, I don't know if that looks much like clouds, but there's that. I'm just going to go into the edge a little bit more to kind of fade it down. Okay, so now this has to dry, and we will come back once the sky is dry and we will do the next part. And then I think she said to just kind of add like some dimensions into it. So I'm gonna try to do a little bit of darker greens. Okay, and now we have to let it dry one more time. Okay, I hope that that's dry enough now, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and rub off the masking fluid. I'm a little scared because it feels kind of tacky, so I hope that it works. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's working. 1, Okay, it worked. So now I need my finest pen. Okay, so I have my finest tip fine liner here, and I'm going to add little heads and little legs onto the sheep. And there are happy little sheep in their little meadow. It's very simple, but that was pretty fun. Okay, so that about wraps it up. I think that this was a good start. Oh no, wait, we gotta peel off. Satisfying tape peel. There we go, now it's done. That's really cute. I'm looking forward to filling this little book up. If you want to see more of my little paintings that I do in here while I attempt to learn how to watercolor paint well, then make sure to subscribe. I will definitely be back, and I will probably have all of the videos that I make specifically in this little notebook in a playlist eventually. Thank you so much for joining me as I did this unboxing and I began my new journey in this little book here and with these watercolors. Don't forget to subscribe if you are interested in seeing more of this kind of content and or bullet journal spreads and setups. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Much love, and don't forget to stay thankful, because a thankful heart is a happy heart. Love y'all. Bye.